go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, welcome to my channel. This is going to be the very first video. I wanted to start out by simply saying what I'm doing. You can't tell behind me, not in a home or kitchen or anything like that. I am in a semi-truck along with husband, holding the camera over there. But I wanted to do a channel about life on the road because I really haven't found anything out there that gives you tips and tricks and everything about life and living on the road. As far as like actual living, like cooking, organization, little tips and tricks, and also later on about being team driver, and you're also a couple. But tonight I should say, first of all, I want to apologize that the AC is really loud. We are in Southern California right now, and it is extremely muggy out, so we need it on to survive. But I'm going to do my version, trucker's version, of a potato and ham soup type thing. I have all the ingredients over here of what you'll need. Of course, you'll need ham. So we got cans of ham, sweet peas, diced potatoes, and then a box of all gratin potatoes. That is what's gonna give it its like stew type texture. And then just the seasonings that I use and my utensils and stuff. This is essential. I would really recommend any trucker out there to get one of these, also with a inverter. This makes life so much easier on the road. It's so much better than eating at a truck stop. And you don't even have to do anything this big. You put something in there, fry it up. I mean, you can even do a grilled cheese, something really simple. But this is what I like to do.
Can I cut in for a second?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm Brad, the husband. The videos will get better. So this is the first one.
We're new at this.
I started off trucking and I was eating out a lot at all the truck stops. You put on a lot of weight and you spend a lot of money. So ever since we started cooking on the road, we probably spend, what do you think, a month on food?
As far as groceries or eating out?
As far as groceries, because we do about anywhere from 3 weeks to 6 weeks out on the road, depending upon, how much money we need.
Hey, so if we're doing like 3 weeks, we'll probably do like maybe 100, 150 max. If we're doing about 5, 6 weeks or so, we'll probably do about 200. That is cut it way down. I kept track one time for a week for 2 of us, 3 meals a day, drinks, snacks, and everything for 7 days was $300, which was absolutely ridiculous. You think a week, you're out here for weeks at a time, you're cracking almost $1,000 a month just on food. That's too much. So
let me add one more thing real quick. So your fridges at the truck stops, if you use the coolers that cool inside the cooler 40 degrees less than the ambient temperature outside, you'll spend about $100 on those. And from what I've seen, I've had 2 of them. Both did the same thing. The cord heated up, burned off of it. They only lasted 6 months at best. So every 6 months I'm spending $100 on that cooler. So then I upgraded to a 12 volt fridge / 120 if you wanted to use it. The 12 volt side only lasted 6 months before the circuit board burned up, and then I was down to using the 120 side of that fridge. And that fridge cost, I think, $150 at like a TA. So here's a suggestion. Spend the money to get a big inverter. They're only like, I don't know, about $300 to $400, okay? You spend that for your inverter, and then you spend, for a bigger fridge, $100 at Walmart. And keeps things excellent, cold, and you get a freezer in it to boot. So, and so far we've had ours about, what, 3 months?
Yeah,
ours runs like non-stop. We've had it for 4 months, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You save money by buying a real fridge at Walmart for $100. That's what we spent on ours, $100. Get the inverter, because don't buy a small inverter. We made the mistake. We've had like 6 tiny little inverters. Get one good big inverter and be done with it. You'll save a lot of money. Save your money and do that. So back to Danielle cooking here.
And also that inverter that we got was like $60. So.
Well, that was for the one that runs the fridge, but we also have a large inverter too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you don't have a regular inverter, that one was like $60, and that's great because it also reads the temperature, so you can keep an eye on it and everything. The fridge we had before couldn't tell if it was working properly or not until you reach in there and everything is very, very warm, which you just wasted all that money because now all your food's bad.
So tell them what you're doing here.
I am chopping up and frying up the ham with garlic. I minced garlic in jars. I would say not as good as fresh garlic, but
saves time.
Still pretty good. I would say we're garlic fans, that's why I have this. Actually, I got this at the Dollar Tree, so only $1. I will list in the box below of all the things that I've used, and I would say 99% of them are from Walmart. So, and you can get your truck in there, so you can get
most Walmarts. Most Walmarts will let you get your truck in there,
True.
Or stay the night there. Keep in mind, there's more and more Walmarts that are kicking the trucks out of there because A, they're trashing the parking lots out. So don't be those people that trash the parking lots. You know, it's hard enough to find parking on the California side of the country, let alone be ruining it for everybody. So.
Yep. That's it. Lemon juice. Garlic and lemon juice, I use this in almost all my cooking. Gives it just that extra kick of flavor. This is, you know, again at Walmart.
And in my opinion, the food we cook in this truck is better than anything I can get as far as the truck stops is concerned. I mean, obviously, if I can park at an Outback Steakhouse or a, you know, we're probably gonna Olive Garden. You know, we're probably gonna eat a little bit better than we can out of this truck, to an extent. Now we do have a tiny little barbecuer now, and I'm into barbecuing. So the steaks that we cooked up not too long ago, in my opinion, were better than anything you can buy anywhere. So.
And that's a tip too, because we did buy one of those electric grills for a Walmart brand. We tried cooking a steak too, because you can't control the temperature and everything. It was not as good.
Yeah. We
got this little portable charcoal grill, and honestly, I think they came out better than Texas Roadhouse or wherever you want to go. Just my opinion, but do what you do.
Just give them a quick look at the, so she's sitting on our
lovely bed.
Our bed slash,
kitchen,
I don't know,
living room,
kitchen.
Everything.
So, there's my pajama pants for the night. We got our TV in there. You can't see it, it's dark, but we got storage on this side. You know, we got storage down here. We're packed in here really well. I mean, it's it's home on wheels. It's not, it doesn't look super I don't know, clean from a camera view, but we keep it really clean and organized. It's just every square inch gets used for storing stuff. And so, you know, back here we got garbage bags for the road. You know, down there's our vacuum. Oh, that's another thing. Don't buy those 12-volt vacuums at the truck stops.
No.
Get a real vacuum, a small one, a little 1-gallon jobber for what did we spend on that one? 25 bucks? No, it was
like 29.
Okay, let's just say at most 40 bucks. That's if not cheaper than those 12-volt ones at the truck stop.
When we bought, it was like 47.
Yeah, and you know, they don't have half the suction that a 120-volt vacuum does. And you know, I tell you what, it's worth having a good vacuum rather than struggling with a little 12-volt jobber that has no suction. And then, you know, if you want to stay clean in the truck, get a good vacuum. So
I highly suggest this seasoning. It's Tony, I don't know how to say the last name.
Rama?
No, it's this one right here. It's a Creole seasoning. This
here, let me zoom in on it.
This has made food taste so much better, I think. Most of the time you can find it at Walmart. So I just added a little bit of that and a little bit of black pepper. Give it a nice turn.
So what do we have inside there? Ham?
Yep, ham.
So this is canned ham.
Canned smoked ham.
You know,
Hormel. These little cans right here.
It's a little more expensive for canned meats, but it's still cheaper than eating out. I'm going to tell you right now. And you know, they keep. You don't have to refrigerate those. So when it comes to not eating up what little space you have in your fridge, that's an essential. So
next part I'm going to do is I'm going to add the gratin potatoes.
Here, hold that up. What is that we bought?
Gratin.
Oh, okay.
Potatoes. With this dish, it says to do 2 cups of hot water and a half a cup of milk. I would suggest about 2.5 of water and a cup of milk, because since we don't have the actual ingredients to make that soup type stew thing, a little bit extra liquid is going to make a difference in it.
And we'll at the end of this, we're going to put the post in the video the ingredients you need for this. And I think we named this one, didn't we? We're going to start naming our own little meals that we come up with, like, you know, something funny like roadkill surprise. I don't know, something that does with trucking. So what are we doing here?
Going to add all the things of the gratin.
See, I'm not a kitchen cook, so I'm hopefully asking all the questions that somebody who doesn't know how to cook in the kitchen, because the only thing I know is don't leave this unattended. You'll burn your truck down and then have to explain either to your boss or, you know, your insurance company, whether you're an owner operator or a company driver, why your truck burned to the ground. So that's just a safety tip. Hot things must be watched. So keep talking. What are we doing here?
So I'm just adding all the ingredients
off the box?
Yep.
Okay.
Just follow the directions and bring it to a boil, and then meet you back here when that's done.
Okay, so you want me to fade out and be done?
Yep.
For a second? Okay. We're coming back to you.